Friday night. And happy Valentine's Day to one and all. Tap controlled by the Mountaineers. They will have it first. Lipscomb to J.D. Cordelia. Gives it to Pacheco. Now Adebayo, the runner in the paint, is good. Dola Adebayo. He shook free right away.
Well, he faked the handoff there, and he read the situation beautifully.
Purple Eagles break pressure. Jaden Marshall front court, off glass good. Jaden Marshall has the Purple Eagles in flight.
That's a great way to start the game when some teams press you. Some teams get passive, very aggressive there. Nice start.
Top of the key, Adebayo has it to Xavier Lipscomb. Now to Pacheco. Pacheco, a big second half. When these two teams met in Emmitsburg, there is a foul on Jalen Martinez. There you see, big number 12, his first and the game's first foul.
Well, you got two really good bigs for Mount St. Mary's, arguably the two best bigs in the conference. You know, coming off that win against Canisius, they really don't have any inside presence, so it'll be very interesting to see. I know Hernandez and Short were 10 for 10 in that Canisius game, so they dominated inside, so they will have their hands full tonight defensively.
Adebayo knocks down the first one, just about 75% from the stripe. He goes 2 for 2. Dola Adebayo, who averages 13 points a game, he has the first 4 for the Mount. Again, full court pressure, little 1-2-2 trap. Niagara breaks it this time to Martinez. Now Zion Russell. Half court set for the Purple Eagles. Adela Doon to Dre McKnight in the starting lineup. A little bit of a wrinkle to the starters here tonight. Josiah Davis will come off the bench. Jalen Martinez nearly fumbled that one away. He picks up the basketball. Skip it up top. Jaden Marshall, a three on the way. That one is good. Jaden Marshall. It took the Purple Eagles perimeter players 35 minutes to hit their first three on Wednesday night. They're 1 for 1 tonight.
Yeah, 3 for 22 the other night. Great start there.
Cordelia with the left hand. Got that one around Jalen Martinez. Jalen with that first foul already. Kind of had passive defense in the post.
You've got to kind of get that post defense early, because once they get down that low, see how efficient they are.
Will Short to the scorer's table. They will come in for Jalen at the next whistle, we would think. Jalen pops out, top of the key. 6-5, the Mount in front. Good start to this one. We haven't played 2 minutes, and there's a whistle away from the basketball. And a holding foul is called against Carmelo Pacheco. There you see Dre McKnight into the starting lineup. Dre had good minutes on Wednesday night. Coach Paulus indicating to us pregame that he's been practicing very well. He's done all the right things. So Dre gets the start here tonight and pops off a screen. Now to Lou, 15 on the shot clock. Zion Russell with it now off a screen, right wing. Back up top to Adela Doon. Lou going to work on Adebayo, and that one settles through for Illumide. Adela Doon.
You've got to really take it strong like that. I like the confidence inside.
Dallas Hobbs with the basketball, the step on McKnight, and he will have a sweet finger roll all the way through the netting.
No help defense there. Good job by Mount St. Mary keeping defenders active on the backside.
Josiah Davis at the scorer's table. He will check in at the next whistle. Here's Dre McKnight off a screen. Keeps that dribble alive. Skip it across the floor to Jaden Marshall. Spinning away from Adebayo, loses his balance, and a whistle, and the Purple Eagles turn it over.
Adebayo there, he read where he was going to go, and he took away his first move and created that turnover. Nice anticipation by him.
There you see Dola Adebayo, the redshirt junior, third team preseason All-MAC selection for first-year head coach Donnie Lind. There's Xavier Lipscomb with the basketball, the grad student from our nation's capital. Now to Cordelia. Cordelia had it knocked away, banging into Will Short. Spins on the right hand hook this time. Cordelia with 4.
Well, once a big guy like that that's skilled gets that low, they kind of got lucky there with a deflection. It's going to be a long night. You've got to get him early.
Josiah Davis with it now, who checked in. Being hounded by Xavier Lipscomb. Into the front court they come. JD going baseline. Banks into the defender. Ball fake. Spinning. Trying to shake free. Can't gain any ground now to Zion Russell. 10 to shoot. Jaden Marshall steps in. His 2. Rattles out. No good.
Good D there by Lipscomb to make him dribble and pull up.
Marshall had hit his first 2 for 5 points. Adebayo with the basketball now, rips it in front of Marshall. Now picks up his dribble to Hobbs, top of the key. Right-hand side of the deck, blocked away there by J.D., and we have a whistle, and I think it's going to stay to our left. Brent Hampton, the lead referee, just checking on the health, I believe, of Josiah Davis. He hit the deck hard, and we saw it on Wednesday night. And Howard Simon was with me on the call. He said he's worried about J.D. I told him I was worried about the floor.
Well, I'll tell you what, you called it right. The referee was just doing a very sportsmanlike thing there, just called the play because of the force of that hitting the ground there.
Xavier Lipscomb with it now, left pocket. Shot clock at 5. Now to Hobbs. He sees that shot clock. He's going to hoist a deep 3 off the iron. No good. Rebound battle for Adebayo. Has it along the baseline. Floats the pass. Pacheco up top. Hobbs. Extra pass. Lipscomb doesn't hoist a 3. Goes baseline. Gets cut off. Adebayo fakes the 3. His runner on the way. No good. Rebound to Will Short.
Nice defensive rotation there by Niagara to force a tough shot there. Shot selection is so important in any game, but this game particularly.
Mentioned that Brent Hampton, the lead referee, joined by Tim Smith and Jason Bradwell, the 3 striped shirts here tonight. Jaden Marshall pulls up, his 2 on the way. That's good again. Jaden Marshall, he has 7. He averages 10 a game.
Well, that was smooth. He waited for the double screen to roll, and he was very calm, and then he took what the defense knocked down that elbow jumper.
Adebayo with it. 15-15 left in a rapid pace to the start of this game. Starved for whistles. Pacheco with it. Right back to Adebayo. 1-4 challenges another against Josiah Davis. Shot off the iron, no good. Tapped up and in. How about J.D. Cordelia at 6'9", playing it above the rest?
J.D. is here to play. I mean, that was impressive. Again, but they're getting the ball deep, talking about Mount St. Mary's, and that stresses your defense.
So J.D. on Mount side is J-E-D-Y. Here's Will Short, a 3 on the way. That one no good. Will had back-to-back games where he hit a 3. They left him alone, but that one missed. Dallas Hobbs backing down. Jahari Williamson, no good, but a...
Talking about protecting the paint, though, which is Mount St. Mary's key. Right now, 10 points in the paint for the Mount, led by J.D. He's doing a great job there, getting deep in the paint.
Dallas Hobbs, the sophomore from Dallas, Texas. Swished in the first one, second one on the way. That's good. He will check out. 4 points for Hobbs. Out he comes. Arlandis Keys in. I started talking about the 2 JDs on the floor a lot here tonight. For the Mount, J.D. Cordelia, J-E-D-Y Cordelia. And, of course, the Purple Eagles, Josiah Davis, known around campus as J.D. That's what we call him. So we'll try and keep that sorted out for you here on this Friday night. J.D. for the Purple Eagles to the bucket. He lays it in.
Wow. Not only is he really strong and athletic, but he changed speeds there beautifully, and he finished a very difficult shot.
That play is going to look fast in the slow motion replay. Floater on the way, no good. Stuck up and in. That is Terrell Ard. Terrell Ard back on the floor for the Mount. Missed the last 8 games. Oh, they love having him back.
Yeah, that's quite a 3-person rotation at the big spot there, 4 and 5. That's a tough matchup for Niagara, no question about it.
Davis to Jahari off a screen. His 3 no good. Tapped up by Short. That missed. And there is Ard to get the rebound. Puts it on the hardwood. And back he comes. They expect anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes on the court for Terrell Ard Jr. here today. There's the ball knocked away. Stolen by Jahari. Trying to beat everybody down the floor. Runner on the way. Good. Off balance. Tough finish.
That was a very tough finish. I really like it when Niagara runs like that. I really think that's their key to this game tonight, because if they get in the half court, pound the ball down low, they're going to be in trouble.
K-Bay with it. Goes along the baseline. Oh, that's a travel. It is.
Not only do we
Padre K-Bay turns it over.
We got 3 refs, and we got 3.5 right next to me here.
I apologize.
No, but it was. You're excited. That's good.
We are on the play, Richard. We are on it. Substitutions for the Purple Eagles. Olumide Adeladun back in. Jaylon Martinez and also Justin Page, who did not start. Page coming off the bench. The bench has been the story so much of the season for the Purple Eagles. Nearly 30 points a game from the reserves. Doesn't matter who starts. Talks to the depth of their lineup. They were 31st in the nation going into play Wednesday night.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was prepping for the Canisius game. The depth really sticks out to you.
Justin Page, 3. That one no good. That high, arcing, beautiful shot by Page. A little bit of a cold spell for Justin. Has hit just 4 of his last 17. Runner on the way is good. A little spin by J.D. Cordelia.
He's very comfortable right now. They're going to have to get a little more physical with him. He's just having his way inside, and that was a big-time move right there.
8 points for Cordelia. Jaylon Martinez flips the pass to Adeladu. Now to Page. They look in the post. Jaylon going to work there, but can't get open. In the corner, Jahari's got it. Fakes a 3. Back to Page. Extra pass. Lose 3 on the way. That one is good.
They had to work for that. 3 guys did a dribble penetration, but the 4th one was the key there. Nice play there by the Purple Eagles.
That 3 on the way, that is good by Lipscomb. He does not call his number very often.
No, he doesn't.
5th in the MAC, nearly 5 assists per game, and you can't forget about him, though.
He's the glue to this team, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Coach Lynn said it's like having another coach on the floor. JD past the defenders. Up top, extra pass. Lou, does he have another 3? No good. Rebound corralled by Keys.
Lou could taste that one. He was ready to fire.
Keys, he'll step back. His triple on the way. That one around and out, no good.
Nice box out that time by Martinez.
Now to JD. JD racing in front of us, right side of the floor. Going to work on Lipscomb. Skip it across the floor. Up top, Lou didn't hoist the 3. Ard all over him. 3 players at the scorer's table to check in at the next whistle. 11:15 left. Under 12-minute media timeout after the next whistle. Keys with the steal. Back he comes. Alley-oop, and then hammered through. What a finish there. K-Bay on the alley-oop.
I love it when a guy runs to make it an advantage. Could see that was going to happen there, but you still got to execute. Great pass by Keys. Great run out.
How about Keys? Does not start. Middle of the pack in minutes played. His team leading 26th steal of the season leads right away to transition points. There's a pass intended for Hari. Stolen away by Ard. Back he comes, and he will lay it in. Maybe a little bit off his steps there.
Daktronics is going to sue us for too many bulbs going out up there. But they're very talented, talking about Mount, and their bigs are really showing off here early.
10 for 15 from the floor for the Mount, and 18 points in the paint. So 9 of their 10 buckets have been down low. Here is Justin Page with it. Now to Zion. Right side, Jaylon Martinez. Ard out to get him. 15 to shoot. Stick in the belly of Justin Page. Corner, Jaden Marshall. He's been the offensive spark for Niagara. Already with 7. Whip it around the perimeter. Adeladu backing down the defender. 5 to shoot. Now Page trying to create. Right wing, 3. Marshall, no good. Rebound battled for. Zion Russell out to get it. Now, the whistle blew. I thought they did a halfway decent job, or better than that, of resetting the shot clock to 20 seconds. And maybe they're just going to
making sure it hit the rim.
It did. The officials did look at each other and said it grazed the underside of the rim, so that's the right call. Boy, Zion Russell was flying along the baseline. It paid off with a second chance here for the Purple Eagles. Knocked out of bounds by Ard Jr. He's coming back from a back injury. Talking to Coach Paul as he expected Terrell Ard to come back into the lineup here tonight. And looking at it, he said it wasn't anything during that game that you're like, oh, wow, that is going to keep him out. But when it's the back, you don't mess around. Zion Russell into the post. Now to Jaden Marshall. Ball fake shot. Swatted away. Coming away from the weak side, Terrell Ard Jr.
Well, that was a good break on the ball there by Marshall, but the length defensively is impressive as well, not just offensively.
This is an awfully good Mount St. Mary's team. Adeladu up top, Jaden Marshall fakes a 3 all the way to the bucket, blocked from behind, and then contact. Adebayo, I believe, is going to be called for the foul. The concern now for the Purple Eagles, another thud, and another purple and white-clad player hitting the hardwood hard. It's on Adebayo. That is his first.
You know what? He didn't need to slap it down. There were 2 guys there. You just got to put the wall up and not, just make it a tough shot.
Coach Dottie Lind in his first season as the head coach in Emmitsburg. Free throw on the way. That one rattles out for Jaden Marshall. He's been great from the line. 6th in the MAC. 82%, now 37 of his last 43 from the stripe. He'll look to start another run. The senior from Hinesville, Georgia.
Yeah, the other night, Niagara was 20 for 23.
In and out. That one was right on line. It rattled out. Into the front court comes the mount. Javon Irvin, who checked in with the basketball knocked away. That'll be off of Adebayo. Boy, lightning quick hands in the paint for the Purple Eagles.
That's, you've got to make adjustments, and that's one of them. Dig down with quick hands and get a stop there.
Purple Eagles been stuck on 16 for, the better part of 2.5 minutes. Here's Zion into the front court, being guarded by our player to watch, Dallas Hobbs. 4 points for Hobbs. Zion with it again. Past Hobbs, and you see the contact. And a number of years ago, it was preserving the freedom of movement, and that was impeding the freedom of movement, right?
That's a good call there. Your call is a good one. These two teams have a lot of depth,
yes.
and that's good, and they're going to use it too. So it'll be interesting, and then the coaches will figure out the hot hand and who's going to play the majority of minutes in the second half.
When these two teams met the first time, it was 10 MAC games ago. Purple Eagles had a great first half. It was all Mountaineers in the second half. Jalon goes up, shot no good. Good defense there without fouling by Cordelia. Back comes the Mount. Irvin along the baseline. Lipscomb now up top. Cordelia, his three, that one no good. Weak side rebound, Justin Page.
Niagara can live with that all day. Go ahead. Even if he makes one or two, just let him stay out there.
Page, his pass knocked away. Hobbs is going to come away with it. A steal, another turnover for the Purple Eagles. Skip it across the floor. Lipscomb's three, that one no good. Dance across the rim. Good hustle there by Jalon.
Yeah, you better hustle tonight. A lot of downhill running there. Lipscomb's got an interesting shot. He kind of smothers the ball with his one hand there, but I really like his game.
Good denial defense there by Irvin. Keeping the ball out of Zion Russell's hands. Oh, what a move there by Jaden Marshall. To the bucket, shot no good. Saved by Jalon. Shot clock at 5. Backing down the defender. Speeds to his left. Leaves a pass at the doorstep. Marshall, fade away. No good. Oh, working awfully hard.
A lot of activity underneath there.
The big man's game here tonight. Hobbs. Oh, he took an extra step. Got away with it. Adeladoon cleans it up.
Definitely took one too many there.
Pass it to the post. Jalon not expecting it. Niagara turns it over again. Irvin bounce pass Hobbs.
Canisius in 40 minutes, so got to get used to the pace and the length that Mount brings to the game here.
Dre McKnight and Will Short check back onto the floor for the Purple Eagles. Zion Russell being hounded by Dallas Hobbs. He'll leave it up to Josiah Davis. Right wing, Dre, his quick trigger three. That's a swish. He was calling for the basketball early in the half. Didn't get the pass. Made no mistake.
Everything was perfect there. The pass was perfect. He came off the screen perfectly. He rubbed his player off, and the timing was really nice there.
Cordelia now flips it to Lipscomb. Now to Hobbs, popping off a screen. 7:15 left first half. Cordelia spinning on Short, and a whistle, an offensive foul, says Brent Hampton. For J.D. Cordelia, that is his first.
Yeah, they're going to keep an eye on that. They don't want to get guys locked up down there, the bigs. Bad things can happen down there. A little bit of a rush there. Gives Short some good props there for good D.
Josiah Davis, little stop and go move against Hobbs, whistle. That will be an offensive foul. JD just trying to gain a little bit more real estate.
He's so powerful, and he's against a much smaller player there. I think he was matched up with Keys or Hobbs. And, boy, when he puts his shoulder down, you're going to feel it.
Yeah. Lipscomb with the basketball. Zion Russell on him. Purple Eagles, primarily a man-to-man team. Here's Hobbs with it. He bangs into Dre McKnight, and we have 3 straight charging calls.
Well, when you have that, typically guys are out of control. That was interesting. Hobbs beat McKnight off the initial screen. McKnight went to the spot. You teach that all the time. Beat your man to the spot where he's going, and he did that. It was beautiful. I saw that whole play unfold. It was cool.
Josiah Davis now with Lipscomb on him. Xavier Lipscomb, the grad student. Gonzaga High School in D.C. Zion Russell with it, left wing. Little wiggle, taking it down amongst the tall timber, and he floats that one in.
Boy, I'm always impressed watching Niagara, how many athletes they have that can go downhill and then finish.
Zion, a season high 14 in that first meeting. Terrell Lard Jr. will run down that basketball. Hobbs off the screen, through the post. High arcing shot, no good. Stuck up, that one missed. Will Short battling for the rebound. He gets it. Niagara caught a break there. Cordelia missed a tap in.
They gave up a penetration layup and a tap in. You're right, they caught a big break there.
25-21, 5 straight by the Purple Eagles. Zion Russell now to Will Short. Fakes from the free throw line. Left hand, soft runner, no good. Rebound, our junior. Well, I think the rust is officially gone off of our junior. To the bucket, reverse layup, no good by Hobbs. Quite a move, couldn't quite finish.
He's entertaining, he's really quick.
Zion, stop, pop, three.
And she was like, the Big Ten's only letting people, it gets a little more excitement for the fans. So it makes.
Fourth in the MAC, shooting 45% from deep.
He's got good size. Great coaches come out of timeouts and run great plays, and that was a perfect example.
4 big three-point buckets by Pacheco in that come-from-behind win. Many of them in the second half. Really kick-started that rally. Zion trying to get free from Pacheco. Now to Josiah. Coach Lynn saying to us, maybe the unsung hero, the guy you don't want to forget about is Keys. Drop step. Cordelia shot. I don't think that's a bad foul by Will Short. I think it is on Will Short. It is. That is his first, but you got to make Cordelia earn it from the start.
I was saying foul for profit, and you kind of alluded to that, and that's listen, Winston, I believe it was, got the penetration. All of a sudden, Niagara, maybe they with quick hands, good fouls, so they've really taken away the points in the paint.
JD, 2 out of the 3 on the season. The senior from the Netherlands, coming off his 3rd double-double of the season. What a game he had at home against Iona as that one slithers over the rim. 21 points, 12 rebounds, and a heartbreaking overtime defeat. Day-Day Reeves hit a buzzer-beating 3 for Iona to win it. Zion Russell reverse layup will get tapped up by Will. That missed. Rebound to the Mount. Such a formidable presence in the post front court for the Mount. Cordelia rises up over Jaden Marshall. No good. Good defense up. Wilson again taken away. Stolen by Keys. He's everywhere. There's a 2, a deep 2. That one no good. And the lay-in is good by Terrell Lard.
Give it up that quickly. Your defensive system is really out of whack.
Keys. Skip pass. That one stolen away by Keys again. 3 steals already. Hobbs with it. Reverse layup. Just a little bit less than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think he knocked down a lot of foul shots in that game.
10 for 11.
That's nice.
From the line. I asked Coach Lind about it. Was it a lot of just fouls late? He's like, no, he's creating. Defense had to foul him. Trying to go a perfect 4 for 4 from the line and make it an 11-point game. In and out, no good. Rebound, Adeladun.
It drives me nuts when players go off the line on the second foul shot. Just watch it go in.
Justin Page, Jaylon Martinez, Jahari Williamson, Jaden Marshall, and Olumide Adeladun. Jaylon trying to get it to Page, but good denial defense there by K-Bay, and a whistle. K-Bay called for the foul, pleaded his case for about a half a second there, and then Tim Smith said he wasn't going to have any of it.
Yeah, I was 6 feet away from you, son. You did foul him. But he was, a lot of teams switch, and he switched there, but he just didn't allow the Niagara player to go unimpeded.
First on K-Bay, 16 foul. So Jahari Williamson going to run the point here. Man-to-man defense by the Mount. Jaylon, top of the key, looking for Lou. The Mount switching defenders, doing a real nice job denying the basketball. Throw it onto the baseline, and Adebayo called for a hold against Jaylon Martinez. So Jaylon, here's a chance to get off that 24, a 1-and-1.
Boy, 2 quick fouls there. Looking up to see if the advantage, it was 5-5, and of course now they're going 1-on-1. This is a good opportunity for Martinez, not these foul shots necessarily, to step up against good bigs. See what he's kind of made of here, and I know the coaches are confident in his abilities. It'd be a fun game for him to show up, so to speak.
Perfect rotation, got that one to drop through for Jaylon. 78% from the stripe. Pacheco in, who's coming out. It's Adebayo will come out, but Jaylon 12th best in the MAC from the stripe. On the road at Merrimack, a game that the Purple Eagles were there until the final seconds. Jaylon 9 for 10 from the stripe. Those were career highs.
That's a nice look for a big man to get up there and knock him down, right?
Swishes that one in. He has been awfully reliable.
That's huge, because if you, like against Canisius, big advantage that they're going to foul your double down. So if you can knock those down, kind of negate the defensive strategy.
Pacheco with a catch there and a little bit of traffic as Niagara ran the 1-2-2. Oh, Cordelia, tough screen set there. Lipscomb, good denial defense there by Jahari. Pass now to Hobbs. Hobbs around the screen by Pacheco. Trying to cross over on Page. Spins, little right hand, underhand scoop shot. He went deep into the bag of tricks.
Yes, he did. Degree of difficulty, even from the Russian judge. 10-0. That was impressive.
Lead back up to 10. Jahari with it in the front court. Jahari with a driving basket for his 2 points. Justin, stop and go move. Spins, finds Jaylon just inside of the free throw line, and it rattles around and drops through.
How about that? A small guy goes inside, kicks it out to the big guy, inside out. Nice little floater there by Martinez. Nice touch.
Jaylon was a perfect 6 for 6. There's a whistle and a holding foul, I believe, on the Purple Eagles.
On Marshall, I think he's trying to make sure he doesn't get burned on the free ball.
13 points for Martinez on Wednesday night in the victory over their crosstown rivals. He was 6 for 6. Will Short, who they come in for one another, Will Short was 4 for 4.
I noted that on the radio broadcast, no question. That was a huge advantage. And when Niagara then kind of went away from that and started launching threes, because Canisius played a lot of zone at that game. But this is a really fast-paced game, very entertaining.
Xavier Lipscomb with the basketball, picked up by Adeladun. Cordelia, J.D. Cordelia leaves it for Hobbs. Jahari Williamson reaches in, got some basketball, got a little bit of Dallas Hobbs. So back to the line, the sophomore from Dallas, Texas.
Well, I'll tell you what, interesting that these last 2 possessions offensively for each team generated 2 quick fouls to get them in the 1-on-1.
The whistle coming strong at both ends. Jahari Williamson out, Josiah Davis in. Hobbs, such a critical part of Donnie Lynn's lineup. He was injured. He did not play in that game in Emmitsburg. Got to make the front end. Free throw on the way is swished in. He knew it all along.
He was still thinking about that last one. He's mad at himself. Now watch the young guys. Don't get off the line here. This is a huge pet peeve of mine, but if he just stays there and watch that go in, his percentage is going to be good. I mean, he's obviously a good shooter. But watch how they kind of sneak back like they got to play defense. See, that time he didn't.
All eyes were on the sneakers of Dallas Hobbs. 5 for 6 from the line here in the first half. The lead back up to 10. Now, Brent Hampton just saying a little something to Jaylon Martinez here, just making sure that Jaylon and J.D. Cordelia keep the powder dry. Here is Purple Eagles J.D. Josiah Davis. He'll come into the front court. Just 2 points for J.D.
So Lipscomb has the body to cover J.D., right?
In the corner, lose 3. Oh, no good. Dance across the rim. Rebound, Keys. Really good look there for Adelaide, unable to knock it down. Here's Lipscomb back to Keys. Didn't hoist the 3, going all the way to the bucket against Jaden Marshall. No good. Good defense there by the Purple Eagles, number 1. 5-on-4 if Niagara hurries. Adelaide, ball fake, got the defender in the air, finger roll, and count the bucket. Jason Bradwell has blown his whistle, and they are going to take a look.
So that's a great pickup by the officials, and this is a nice little break here for Niagara.
Jaden Marshall, a great free throw shooter who went 0 for 2 earlier in this half, trying to get them both in, and that one rolls around and out. So inside of a minute, 49.9 seconds left, 38-31. It will be Mountaineer basketball, at least I thought, but with that flagrant one, are they going to have it be the Purple Eagles basketball? If you remember,
yes,
Niagara had the Adelaide lay-in.
So that is a huge play there. Get a basket, get to shoot 2 foul shots, and get another chance here with a possession. So potentially, of course, they missed the 1 foul shot, but potentially looking at a 7-point turnaround.
So here we go. Josiah Davis with the basketball. Niagara trying to make this really matter. JD going to work on Dallas Hobbs. They banged into each other earlier. Skip it across the floor. That was a fastball in the corner. Good catch by Page. Now to Adelaide. 13 to shoot. Back to Jaden. He's going to pull the trigger. 3 more for Jaden Marshall. 11 first half points.
I'll tell you what, the spacing is the key to all that. They're 12 to 15 feet apart from each other, and it's really important that you do that. And the passing was crisp, and the outcome was crisper.
Shot clock dark. Dallas Hobbs with it out near midcourt. Josiah Davis on him. 8 seconds, runs him into a screen. Hobbs keeps that basketball between the legs. 5 seconds left. Pacheco, his deep 3, it rattles through. Davis and Zion Russell. Adebayo, Ard, Lipscomb, Pacheco, and Hobbs on the floor. So, or check that, J.D. Cordelia. Ard, again, will come off the bench. Corner 3, Adelaide, good.
I don't understand Mount St. Mary's. They just give a little too much cushion. You got to know he's going to let that go. Boy, catch and shoot, that's 6 for 13. Well done by Niagara to start this half.
Lipscomb, stop and go move, off glass, good. So solidly built. Adelaide stepped in, trying to get the charge. Xavier just took that, went off glass.
He's strong. That was with his offhand, too. A nice job there. Little counter punch that to the 3.
Jaylon Martinez with it now, dribble handoff to Lou. Right back to Jaylon on the baseline. Bangs into Cordelia, picks up his dribble, he's bottled up, and a whistle and a traveling violation. The Purple Eagles will turn it over.
Once you're about 10 to 12 feet away from the post, a big man, you're in trouble there. Give it up and then repost an established position. Right away you could see that was going to be trouble.
Absolutely, got to do it right, especially against Cordelia, who catches the looping pass top of the key. He'll give it to Lipscomb. 5 points for Lipscomb, 2 for 3. Doesn't call his number often. Here's Hobbs with the basketball, steps around the screen. That triple is good.
Well, he was under control there for a while there. He got a little crazy and dribbling everything. Made some spectacular shots, though, but he read that beautifully. Defender went under the screen. He let him pay for it.
Well, the big start for Niagara, the 3 from Adelaide, has been met by 5 straight. By the Mount lay-in attempt, no good, but Josiah Davis, strong hand, strong build, able to go up, couldn't get it to go to the line.
Strong mind there because he figured out that Hobbs was guarding him, not Lipscomb, so he knew his advantage strength-wise. See, he knows right now I'm going to take it to the hoop, and then he just waits to get him. Now he uses his body, and he's got the strength there. See that play, though? Hernandez got to stretch a little bit more to the short corner to create a better angle for his teammate.
Free throw good by Josiah Davis. Again, 24 points on Wednesday night. 8 for 9 from the line. He has hit now 11 of his last 12 for the junior from across the border in Kitchener, Ontario.
He finishes at the rim so well, like a lot of his teammates, but he's my favorite with that because he's so confident and he's so powerful.
We said at the Open, he amazing, drew 9 fouls against the Griffs. You just don't see that kind of crooked number in the fouls drawn column. Lipscomb now to Hobbs. Again, a 7-point game. Hobbs trying to shake free. A little wiggle, 2, left it short, no good. Rebound on the deck. J-Lock goes down to get it. A tie-up would give it to the Mount, and we have a jump ball, and it will be Mountaineers basketball.
I think Hobbs is kind of reverting back to what he was before, like, I'm a scoring guy. He's got to think more about his teammates because his athletic ability, he's going to say, well, I can make that shot a lot. Of course you can, but you got to get others involved.
Well, good work there by the Mount to tie up Jalen Martinez. So 8 seconds on the shot clock. So they did not reset that. Oh, that was interesting. All 4 of the 5 Mount players went to the backcourt. Deep 3 by Pacheco, no good. I have never seen that. We may never again either because it didn't work. Jaden Marshall up top. Lou, 3 more. Good again.
You know, Lou hasn't been making it as much, but his confidence is here. That's 2 already in this early part of the second half.
Not missing, set up very well, just like that, a 4-point game. Adebayo to Lipscomb along the baseline. Pass Zion Russell, goes up and lays it in.
Yeah, again, power versus a good matchup for him. Took care of business there. He's shooting better with his right hand than he is his left hand.
Jalen, the high arcing pass to Lou. Didn't hoist the 3. Backing down Pacheco. Fadeaway 2, high arcing 2. Oh my!
He's feeling it, and listen, it's almost like an NBA game. You see the matchup you like, you take advantage of it. He's the hot guy. Get him the ball.
Wednesday night, first scoreless game of the season. Did not score against the Griffs. He is changing that narrative here. He did have 6 rebounds to lead the Purple Eagles in victory. Cordelia spins away from Jalen. His 2, that's good. These shots are not that easy. These players are making them look simple.
But again, you've got to go to him. He's a matchup that very few teams can handle. So I would have him shooting the ball at least 10 times this half.
Lou, 3 more. That one is good again. They went under the screen.
Exactly.
Let Lou get a good look. It's money.
You can't let him touch it the next time down.
11 second half points, 18 for the game. Hobbs, his 2. That one off the iron, no good. Rebounded Jaden Marshall. Incredibly, a 1-possession game. Into the front court. Marshall has it. To Zion. A 3 for the tie. In and out, no good. Tapped by Adebayo to Lipscomb. Outlet Hobbs. Here's Hobbs. Into the front court. All the way to the bucket. Layup, no, but that's going to be an offensive foul. J.D. Cordelia with a clear-out block on the Purple Eagle defender. That is the 3rd on J.D.
He didn't need to do this either. He's already by. You know, he missed it. You know, the last time down, Coach Powell said slow it down. That was a bad shot. He wanted to run a play for Lou, and guess what? A couple subs there to get their attention because that was not a good shot in light of the flow of the game.
Zion Russell feeling confident, had a first half 3, did miss fire, so Zion on the sideline. Also checking out Jalen Martinez, so Will Short and Jahari Williamson join J.D., Lou, and Jaden Marshall. Jahari with it, just 2 points in the first half. Up top, Jaden Marshall, his deep 3. That one front rim, no good. Rebound right out to Hobbs. He'll give it to Lipscomb. 15:35 left. Second half basketball from the Gallagher Center. To the bucket, Ard, no good. McNamara and the Saints as they go marching into not arena. Ard's free throw, that is no good.
Not shot with a lot of confidence. Of course, he's been out several games. Sure, they got a kind of a minute count on him. But that's a great addition for them down the stretch for sure to have Ard playing.
They said between 10 and 15 minutes. He's got 9.5 minutes right now, and that free throw looked a lot better. Ard now with 7 in the game. The lead is 4. Niagara a 13-10 edge here since the intermission. Jahari Williamson, didn't go left, goes right. Ball fake, got Lipscomb in the air, shot no good. And Xavier Lipscomb, he took the bait.
Yes, he did. They were looking too hard at Lou, and then, man, he took it. And then once he blew by him, really nice job to stop, right? I love it when players stop because you know there's going to be some help there. I really like his game. I really like Williamson's game. He's a great three-point shooter. He's got some length. He's got a really good temperament, I think, in the games I've seen. I really like, and he's even getting a wardrobe consultation there.
Good job by our lead referee. Hari, all tucked in. That one no good, though. Too strong. Maybe a little restrictive.
Yes.
3-point game. Hari 1 for 2 from the stripe. Arlandis Keys is checked in. He'll float it to Pacheco. Kebe back on the floor for the Mount, and we have a reach-in foul on Niagara's Jaden Marshall. Jaden did not like the call, and Jason Bradwell did not like the reaction.
Yes. Well, what happened there was Niagara extended their defense a little bit, kind of created a little more defensive pressure, and Marshall was a little too much pressure there.
Lipscomb, it rolls along the floor, caught by Ard. Double team on the post. Up top, Xavier, another 3. That one off the iron, no good. Rebound, up to the top floor, Josiah Davis with it. 2 on 3, so as he races in front of the Niagara bench, he will pull things out. Then takes it along the baseline. JD, skip it across. Jaden Marshall's 3, off the iron, no good. Tapped up once, twice, run down by Keys. He'll spin and give it to Terrell Ard Jr. all the way to the bucket. Off balance runner, good. Not a good shot. Put it in the book.
Boy, guess what? He's going to play 18 minutes now because if you can make plays like that, going to get a little more playing time.
Adebayo and Dallas Hobbs up off the bench for the Mount. Justin Page for the Purple Eagles. A 3 on the way by Lou. No good, but a foul. It'll send the Calgary, Alberta native to the line. He will shoot 3.
Well, you have to play him so physically there when he's coming. I love it when the player comes left to right because that's the good shooting angle, and they had to come out and foul him because obviously he's lit it up here so far this half.
Well, Lou's going to shoot 3. 82% from the line for the season. Well, he takes a deep breath. He certainly earned it. A senior free throw, that one is good.
You know, I noticed at the Canisius game there how Canisius really kind of clamped down on a few of the starters, but of course Davis took over that game pretty much with his career high, but it speaks to the depth of Niagara.
Pacheco and Lipscomb come out with the reinsertion of Adebayo and Dallas Hobbs. Dallas Hobbs and Josiah Davis having a discussion. Free throw good by Lou. So he has tied his season high. He scored 20 on the road in overtime at Detroit Mercy, a game that the Purple Eagles would drop in the extra session. Trying to get a new season high. Very patient. The release, good.
I love the way, you're right, he took a deep breath. That was very patient. A lot of players get anxious.
2-point game. Keys with the basketball. Goes left, goes right, up top Ard. Adebayo really working hard down low against Adeladun. Hobbs with the basketball. Crossover dribble. Into the paint. Knocked away. Stolen by Lou. He'll leave it for JD. Niagara can tie it with a 2. Take the lead with a 3. Adeladun backing down Keys. Lou. Skip it. Justin Page. His 3. The Purple Eagles shoot to the front.
I love how you got your hand up there, kind of anticipating it.
54-53. That high arcing 3 by Justin Page. Hobbs to Adebayo. Haven't called Adebayo's name much here today. Spins away from Adeladun, but the foul on the floor, says Brent Hampton.
Yeah, they got to go more to him. You're right. We haven't called his name a lot early. You know, they're kind of using their rotation with Ard kind of new to this whole rotation, so you got to figure out which two bigs you're going to play together.
So K-Bay, you could see that. He kind of went over, whispered something in the ear of Keys, who will inbound. He lobbed it up to K-Bay, but he didn't see it coming. Here comes Josiah Davis. Look out! Below! Oh, my! The hammer!
Well, team made a terrible mistake there, and boy, when you can light it up like that, 2-foot dunk, hang in the air, certainly gets the crowd enthused.
Inside of 13 minutes. Hobbs to Ard, able to get that one to go. Boy, Terrell Ard, they knew exactly what they were doing there.
Nice job finishing with contact there. Beautiful finish at the rim by Ard.
Niagara by a point. Jahari being ball hawked there by Keys. Again, the Mount switches defenders with great frequency. Bounce pass down low, layup good. How about threading the needle there by Josiah Davis?
How about letting the roll until he's ready to catch it. Perfect read of the situation by Davis.
Adebayo to K-Bay. That was remarkable. K-Bay went up, said something to Keys, and then K-Bay was not ready. Oh, behind the back pass stolen by Adeladun. Again, Hobbs looking for something that wasn't there. JD to the bucket and a reach-in foul. Dallas Hobbs, I believe, is going to be whistled for the reach-in foul. That was dangerously close to Josiah Davis, just dribbling that one out of bounds. Big play, and then it's the third foul on Dallas Hobbs. Checking in, Lipscomb, Irvin, and Cordelia. K-Bay, Keys, and Terrell R. Jr. come out.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think Hobbs is trying to do too much and throwing. Better watch out for the hitting the roof there. But Hobbs is trying to do too much right now, and it's costing his team. I thought he was going to come out.
I'm right with you. The former head coach, Richard Walsh, he would have pulled him out. Here's Josiah with it. Past Irvin. Onto the post. Will Short gets bodied into. Spins to the left. Layup. Yes!
Well, that's just good footwork. I really like his game. I mentioned that the other night. And patience for big men.
Adebayo able to get that one. And then Manhattan before the final road trip. You see kick-starting that road trip at St. Peter's. Then regular season concludes in what might be a huge game against Ryder. Right now, Niagara and Ryder tied with records of 5-8. Upcoming schedule brought to you by the Cambria Hotel, 311 Rainbow Boulevard in the Falls. They remind you they are upscale, not uptight. Josiah Davis into the post. Ball fake going past the defender. Off glass, no, but a foul. Right now, 6 points. He used a deep knee bend. That free throw rattles out.
He's got to get used to the altitude at ground level here. He's probably a little.
That was tremendous, Richard Walsh. Well, now 2 for 3 from the stripe. A little bit more of a line drive, and that one is good. When these two teams met back in Emmetsburg, JD 4 points, but 6 turnovers. Much different story here tonight.
Yeah, the Mount's not changing his defense as much either.
Adebayo on the block, going to work against Jaden Marshall. Fadeaway 2, that one no good. Rebound goes right to Cordelia. Back to Adebayo. Now to Hobbs. Hobbs floats it to Adebayo, slip the screen. In the paint, kick it in the corner. Irvin's got an open 3. That one is good.
Well, they went inside and they played inside out. That's good basketball, and again, good spacing. That was a very good possession for the Mount.
Javon Irvin now has played about 3.5 minutes. That's an awfully big triple he just knocked down. Josiah Davis now going to work on Lipscomb. Spinning in the post, keeps that dribble alive, rises up, left hand runner, no good. Just tried to float that one over the rim.
That's power on power right there. Those two, mano there.
Lipscomb, past Jahari. Jahari reaching in. They're going to count the bucket, and one as Lipscomb taking Jahari into the paint.
That's his third right-handed basket this half. But I tell you what, he has got the exact right body chemistry to compete with Davis. Getting a little
foul
from the referee there. That's good. Here we see it right here, and this is just all power.
Jahari, that's his third. So here is Lipscomb back to the strike for the old-fashioned three-point play. He has started every game here in his grad year. How about this? Was previously recruited by Donnie Lynn, free throw good. Donnie Lynn was on the staff at Radford.
I saw that, yeah.
He recruits Lipscomb. He goes to Radford and then transfers to the Mount before Donnie Lynn got there. But after Dan Engelstad left and Donnie Lynn was hired, he was like, well, you guys were in good shape because I know this coach.
It's all about relationships.
Yeah. Niagara breaks pressure. Zion Russell, Olumide Adeladun, Jalen Martinez, Justin Page, Jaden Marshall. A run here by the Mount has put them up by 2. Russell to Marshall. Now into the corner. Justin Page hit a 3 from the right corner. Does not hoist here. Zion Russell with it. Into the corner. No. Knocked away by Javon Urban, who gestures. You saw that. That little don't come my way. I'm going to knock it out of bounds right into your bench.
Well, Niagara has to find a way to get the ball to Lou. He has not had the ball here for the last 2 or 3 minutes. Wouldn't be surprised with that 6 seconds on the clock. They run something for it because you got to go quick, obviously.
He's got 14 second-half points. Justin Page realizes floater on the way, no good. Tapped up by Jaden, but the Mount brings it back. Here's Keys with it to Adebayo. Good job not traveling there by Adebayo. Backing down to Adeladun. Spins to his right. Soft hook, too good.
Well, yeah, his length is tremendous. That's an easy shot for him. It's like a mini sky hook. Purple Eagle laid back. I mean, I know inside he's churning. I've been there, done that. But I really like his temperament on the sideline.
He feels very good with the makeup of this team.
Yeah.
He said there was a stretch where they lost 4 games in a row, and it was the team was playing, how can I score? What can I do? And then he changed it to what is best for the team.
Yep.
And just that subtle adjustment snapped that 4-game losing streak. In the corner, Jaden Marshall with it. Now to Lou. Stepping in. Does he have another 3? That one no good. Rebound to Cordelia.
Well, they got it to him, but he was kind of still moving when he shot it, and he wasn't balanced.
4-point game. Throw it on the block. Oh, that is a traveling violation for J.D. Cordelia.
Yeah, Cordelia, I don't know what he was thinking there because he had that, and easy call for the refs. They like those easy calls.
Yeah, we had a good ISO there on J.D. He wasn't quite sure either what to make of that. Josiah Davis at the scorer's table. He'll be joined by Carmelo Pacheco. Zion Russell with it now. Throw it on the block. Here is actually middle of the paint. Jalon goes up, left hand layup, good.
That's what I was saying earlier. He's got to show up, and he's, you know, if the bigs offensively are having a good game, you got to make them work defensively. Go inside, get them a little tired, and that was a nice post entry pass and a good finish with his left hand.
2-point game again. Oh, it's freezing cold outside, but another hot Friday night in the Gallagher Center. Urban runs off a screen. His shot in and out, no good. Tapped up, that missed. Boy, great job using the screen. That was a physical screen set. Niagara down 2. Page with it. Jump stop in the paint. To Lou, a 3 for the lead.
What a job there, though. Lipscomb went a little too far.
Adeladun shoots Niagara in front. 5 triples in the game. Back pass Adebayo. Niagara back up by 1. 7:35. Here's Keys. His pass. Oh, Jaden Marshall nearly knocked it away. Javon Irvin to the bucket. Misfired on the layup. After the loose ball, he's got his own rebound. Up top, Adebayo. Boy, great work there by Irvin. Now to Keys trying to shake free of Justin Page, and he traveled. Traveling violation. Brent Hampton agrees. 7:20 left. That fourth official, Todd Callan, 66-65. Tips, got to give a shout out to my Valentine, Christina Callan. Happy Valentine's Day. She's laid up at home, Richard, with a broken foot.
She's on IR?
She is on IR. Hopefully only for a couple more weeks.
A lot of people on IR with all that ice out there.
The laundry really needs her to get back. Josiah Davis, he stepped on the center court stripe, and the Purple Eagles and over and back. The trap sprung by the Mount leads to a big turnover.
After a timeout, good coaches. I just had said, Mount hasn't changed defenses, and all of a sudden, bang, they do it.
Also, I think back to the Quinnipiac game, talking to Billy Mecca, the broadcaster for the Bobcats after the game, and he said he really credited the comeback win a lot to Coach Paulus for calling the timeouts at the right time. He did it here. Niagara responded with a great run. Very good coaches in this league. Hobbs fakes the two. Now is two on the way. That is good. A line drive for Dallas Hobbs.
He's really, really good with the ball. He really is. And I think he understood sitting out for about 4 minutes what he's supposed to be doing out there.
The Mount back out in front. Back and forth we go. 8th lead change of the ball game. Up top, Lou. Ball fake. Now he's going to release the three. Off the iron, no good. Dallas Hobbs on the weak side for the rebound. Looking to go, and Adeladoon gets back on defense, makes the steal. Back come the Purple Eagles. Jaden Marshall with it.
That was a bad decision by Hobbs.
See if Niagara can make it matter. Josiah Davis past Ard, bangs into him, spins. Ball fake goes up, and that one no good. Rebound Cordelia, then tap to Ard.
The big man presence there, the rim protection. Very evident there because that was tight shot there, but good interior defense there by the Mount.
JD doesn't care about the tail of the tape. He plays with no fear.
I like that, yep.
Ball rolled off the rim. Cordelia with it. He'll give it to Keys. That is an offensive foul. JD Cordelia whistled for the offensive foul. That is his 4th. And Brent Hampton says that is just about enough out of view. Cordelia still going. He's got to be careful here.
He's got to be very careful. But I will say this, that was a little late. It was a little late. Right call, but a little late.
Adebayo back in. Cordelia will sit down.
I like when a ref controls the game like that, though, and says that's enough.
Zion Russell with the basketball. Niagara trailing it by a point. They go left wing, Jaden Marshall. Stop and go move. Off glass, too strong. Tapped up, that missed. Martinez goes after it. And then Terrell Ard says, that's my rebound. Back he comes. We've seen him put it on the deck before. Spinning, gives it to Hobbs. Ball off his legs. Dallas Hobbs, pass. Pacheco fakes a 3, steps in. 10-footer for 2. That's good.
Well, you know people are going to run him off the line.
We have a whistle. We have a technical foul on the bench for the Mount. And Brent Hampton has indicated. Now, wait a minute. Now they have changed it to the head coach. I am telling you, I watched Brent Hampton go 1 and 4 to indicate number 14. Adeladoon will shoot the free throw. First one is good.
Well, like I saw afterwards, that talking to the young man in the middle of the bench there, assistant coach got after him, so I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it's now on the head coach, correct?
Adeladoon knocks both free throws in. Well, I would like to know what happened there because it was clear as day that Brent Hampton signaled 1-4, pointed to Cordelia on the bench, and said technical foul. Double team off the inbounds play. Josiah Davis now to Russell. 1-point game, the Mount in front. Purple Eagles over the timeline with a couple of seconds to spare. Folks, we have 5 minutes left in regulation of a nail-biter here in Lewiston. Zion Russell, past the defender, center of the floor. Jalon has his dribble alive. Kicks it up top. Zion for the lead. That one no good. Long rebound, run down by the 6'11", Jalon Martinez. Zion Russell, a finger roll, a scoop. Puts Niagara in front.
He said, Mr. Hobbs, I can do it as well as you can. That was a very similar, but again, inside out. Great find by Martinez and running down a corner rebound for a big. That's huge.
Second chance points. Whistle away from the basketball, and that will be on Jaden Marshall. Now for Jaden, I have that as his second, just the 5th team foul on the Purple Eagles. 8 team fouls right now on the Mount. Justin Page will check in for Niagara. Jaden Marshall will come out. He's not too thrilled about it, but he's whistled for his second foul.
Well, the good news is he'll be back in. We got another TV timeout coming up, so give him a little rest here. Haven't seen very many good out-of-bounds plays here. We'll see if the Mount can execute.
Hobbs back in, Lipscomb back in. Here's Hobbs, corner 3, that one is good. Well, that's a pretty good inbounds play. 19 in the game for Hobbs.
Well, it was overdue for a good out-of-bounds play.
Zion Russell with it. Keep that dribble alive. Now to Adeladoon. Adebayo out to get him. 4:04 left. Lou to the bucket. Ballfake spins. Leaves it over the rim. No good. Saved by Lipscomb to Adebayo. Oh, Lou was in tight.
A lot of vowels in that matchup there, and those two guard each other.
Coach Paulus really getting after Jason Bradwell, thinking there was interference on that play. Play goes on. 15 on the shot clock. 3:42 left in the game. Lipscomb with the basketball. Trying to find Pacheco through some screens. His three, no good, but a foul on the three-point shot. It'll be on Josiah Davis. Oh, that's going to get under the skin of the Purple Eagles head coach. We are going to step aside. 3:37. Harrisonburg, Virginia. First trip to the line. First one is good. He hits 3 out of every 4.
I might think that would be a little higher, with his range. Was he 4th in the MAC in threes?
Yep. 9 points a game. He gets a generous roll there. Again, that perfect rotation. Now 8 points in the game for Pacheco. He was looking to bounce back. I'll tell you what, that long layoff tonight couldn't get here fast enough for the young man. He had just 3 points against Iona in a game they lost by 3. Third free throw, no good. Rebound loose. Josiah Davis gets it for the Purple Eagles. 2-possession game with 3:30 left. Josiah Davis sees a new play call, signaled by head coach Greg Paulus. Back to JD it comes. Around the screen set by Jalon. Goes to the bucket, and the foul is called. That is down low, and that is going to be on Cordelia. You talk about isolating someone with 4 fouls.
Yes.
That is exactly what they did. And you know what? It's so telling that they say, you know what, JD, you go draw that foul. He drew 9 fouls last game.
Well, you got to meet him a lot earlier than that, you know what I mean? And make him spin or do something, because once he lowers that shoulder, it's like a running back get to the hole there. He's going to fall forward and get the 2 yards they need. And in this case, the foul. Take your time there. Whoa.
Wow, free throw by JD. Rattles around and drops through.
He goes to a religious school, a little praying there going on. He's got an interesting stagger to his footwork up there. But it works.
Yep, that free throw not nearly as exciting.
But the game is exciting, and that's all that matters.
Again, a 1-possession game. Hobbs with the basketball, staring right in the eyes of Davis. Adebayo now to Lipscomb. Zion Russell there on the catch. Zion able to get over the screen. Now to Hobbs. Dallas Hobbs on his way. That is out of bounds. It will stay to our right, Mount basketball. They will not review it. I'm not sure that after Zion Russell first knocked it away that it wasn't last touched by Hobbs, but at this point in the game, they will just let the Mount inbound it.
Well, we'll see if they execute on their out of bounds again here.
Looking for Hobbs. He hit the 3 last time. He's got on the baseline. Threads the needle. Terrell Ard floating 2. No good, in and out. Tapped up by Adebayo. That missed. Josiah Davis with the rebound and a reach-in foul on Adebayo, I believe.
It is on Adebayo. And they're all the Mount guys are kind of lingering with their looks at the referees, and I would suggest they might want to just run down and not do that.
10th team foul, so 2 free throws upcoming for Josiah Davis.
Which is a huge advantage here the rest of the way. That's big. I mean, the next foul by Niagara, Mount will be in 1-and-1, but they're a long way from shooting 2 every time.
Josiah sneaks that one in the side door, trying to tie it up.
He must like billiards, a side pocket.
Ball on right hip, deep breath. Our second tie of the game. That looks too strong. It is no good. Martinez going after the rebound. He's got it. Big offensive rebound there for Jalon Martinez. To Justin Page, now to JD.
That's just lack of mental concentration by the Mount on a simple box out.
Shot clock at 9. JD in the corner. Lou, 3. No good, in and out. Offensive rebound, Jalon. Backing down, ball fake, goes up, layup, no, but a foul. Oh, Jalon will tell you he's got to finish that one for the and one.
He has to, but I'll tell you what, For a big, he's had 3 corner rebounds. He's been impressive, and I talked about earlier that he's got to come up big, no pun intended. That would have been huge if he could have just finished through contact. That's a concentration miss. That's all that is.
Josiah Davis put the ball on his right hip. Jalon does left hip prior to his free throw. Peering at the rim. That one is good. Slithers over the cylinder. He's got 7 out as Jalon Martinez. He will look to shoot Niagara back in front.
Foul shooting's gotten much better here, too. They're starting to make them pay.
Swishing that one in is a grad student from California. Niagara now up by 1, 75-74. Each team 2 timeouts left. Hobbs with the basketball, now to Art. Looking to go quickly at Jalon. Baseline, Adebayo. Ball fake, Jalon in front of him. Spins to the right. Shot is no good, but a reach-in foul on Jalon Martinez will send Dola Adebayo to the line.
I thought he had an easier shot on his first catch, but he got away with it and drew the foul there.
First trip to the line for Adebayo. For the tie. Good. A circuitous route to drop through. 7 in the game for Adebayo, trying to put the Mount back in front. That one is good.
Setting up the press here.
Yeah, and I'll see if they double team right away in the corner. Josiah Davis breaks the pressure, splits the double team. Oh, he nearly dribbled it away. Niagara has to get over the timeline. They do. We're inside of 2 minutes. Josiah Davis now being guarded by Lipscomb. Page. Zion Russell right to JD. Shot clock now at 10. JD will ask Jalon Martinez come out, set the screen. They go the other way to Page. Justin Page in the corner. Zion back to Page. High arcing 3. Good! Justin Page gives Niagara the lead. 90 seconds left. 78-76. That'll test your patience with the amount of air he puts underneath the basketball. Hobbs to the bucket. Drops on the doorstep. Ard layup is good and one. A chance to go to the line and give the lead. Welcome back to the lineup, Terrell Ard Jr.
Well, this pass, the key here is when he's in the air, Hobbs, he pounds it. Watch how high this, I don't know if we have the replay, but watch how high this bounce pass goes. It goes right under his chin. That is so important. Watch this bounce pass here. I'm really glad we had this. Watch this. See how quickly he got it and went up?
Arch free throw, around and out, no good. Rebound, Jalon Martinez gets tied up. The arrow favors the Purple Eagles. So Niagara, the tandem of Adeladoon and Martinez, it was almost a 2-on-1 going after that rebound. The Purple Eagles rip it away by the 6'11" Jalon Martinez. Again, each team has 2 timeouts. See if the Mount double teams that first pass in the corner. Zion with the catch. Now to JD. Purple Eagles looking to get it over the timeline. They do. They'll take it inside of a minute.
That was a great diagonal pass out of the corner. That's exactly the pass you want to get it over.
Page would have been bound. Finds Zion. They start the
zone. Yep.
They start the clock. 1-3-1 zone. JD going along the baseline, walking the tightrope, feeds it to Jalon, blocked away. Jalon's got it back, goes up, count it, and one more.
Has earned all the minutes here in the second half, and he's done a great job for his teammates.
Big free throw, swish. Jalon Martinez, big second half for Big 12. He'll check out. Jaden Marshall in. Niagara, a 3-point lead, 50 seconds left. Purple Eagles going for their 4th win in their last 5 games.
Well, they're playing well. Obviously, Pacheco might be, but Hobbs is so quick. You know, I think they're going to isolate Hobbs here on this next play. The bigs will spread out, and then, because you know Niagara's not going to let Pacheco be alone. So basically,
those have been drawn up. Both coaches hope digested. 47.3 seconds left.
Well, I got to believe that Hobbs is going to pop out and get this and then put a little show on there with his.
You called it.
Yeah, he's going to go to the paint here, and they're going to spread it out for him.
Picked up by Jaden Marshall, going along left side of the lane. Stops, trying to shake free. Runs Bender into the screen. The ball is loose. Niagara should call timeout. Do they get the timeout call? The Purple Eagles got the timeout call. That is just as slick as could be.
Oh, he's, I don't have to pay to come in here, but he might be a guy I'd like to pay to see play.
Well, here we go. Adela Doon reminded by the official he cannot move along the baseline. Inbound to Zion Russell. Now to Jaden Marshall, trying to stay away from the double team. Marshall keeps that dribble alive. Now he's tied up, and it will be Mount St. Mary's basketball and more, Howard, or Richard. So if it gets to 4 or 5 seconds, then I would foul. Pacheco got an inbound, throws it into the backcourt. Adebayo, the leaping catch. 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Lipscomb to Ard. Now to Hobbs. Down by 3. Pacheco off a screen. Back to Hobbs. Top of the key. Past Jaden Marshall to the bucket. Finger roll is good. Timeout, Mount St. Mary's. They gave up a 2. Really defended the perimeter well to the Purple Eagles.
They took away 16 seconds off the clock. That couldn't have gone better. I mean, obviously you don't want the guy to swing with it because they're going to come after you hard with the foul.
Adela Doon to Zion. He is double teamed and a reach-in foul right away. So the plan there by the Mount, commit the foul. Kebe does. Again, double bonus though. Zion Russell will go to the line and shoot 2. He came in to the gym 82% from the floor. Zion tonight, this will be his first trip. This building's going to get quiet. 2 free throws upcoming for the redshirt junior. First one on the way, swish.
Solid. Now makes this other one. Now you might think about fouling.
Yes.
Now the time is 17 seconds off what we were talking about, the discussion before. So, yeah, but again, don't let, if Hobbs gets it, he'll be down court in like 3 seconds. So you got to kind of make him dribble side to side.
Good for the free throw. 3 straight nail biters for the Purple Eagles.
I like this. Don't let Hobbs throw it to a big and then run. He's going to get it. Like, watch this. They're going to go right back to him.
Lipscomb on the catch. Russell right there. Wasting some time, spinning away, and a reach-in foul by Jaden Marshall. So we saw the strategy unfold there, and clearly Coach Paulus instructing his team to commit the foul with 5.2 seconds left. It is on the Purple Eagles, Jaden Marshall, his 4th, 9th team foul. I like the move because it just says to foul them, they need multiple plays to work to tie this game up. If you don't foul and you give up a 3, they need 1 play to work.
Right. Well, Lipscomb there, I was surprised he didn't go back to Hobbs there.
Right.
But that was a good foul there. But you gotta box out here.
1 and 1. Got to be alert on the lane for the miss. Xavier Lipscomb, the leader of this team. It's good. He sneaks it in the side door, just about 75% for the grad student.
That's the glue guy. That's who you want on there. He might not be their best foul shooter percentage-wise, but he's their leader.
Yep. He hoists that one right away, trying to miss on purpose. It comes out. Pacheco for the lead. It's good. What a play by the Mount. They've taken the lead. 1.6 seconds left. The free throw by Lipscomb. Missed on purpose. Offensive rebound. Go ahead 3. 1.6 left. Jaden Marshall from midcourt. It's no good. And the Mount